Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse and the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. I don't know how many times I've said that over the 20 years I've been doing this just about, but it comes out naturally. I wake up in the night and say, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray.
And I'm sure that's very much appreciated at home.
I guess it is. Yeah, I guess it is. But as we roll into 2020, and, of course, we like to talk to this young lady at least once a month if we can, because she stays busy. And her job is the Regional Outreach and Communications for the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency based out of Jackson. And that's Amy Spencer, or Amy Snyder Spencer, or just Amy. So that's what I'm going to call her.
However you want to do it.
However I want to do it. Busy times here. We've talked, Bill Cooksey is with me, but we've talked about duck season's winding down. A lot of things going on in the TWRA as far as the commission is meeting this yesterday and the day before, and we're going to talk about them next week. But they're up in Nashville meeting. But Amy, it's still there's no rest for the weary. So let's talk a little bit about the things that are happening now in your neck of the woods, because I know you've got some information that you always pass along for us. What's happening?
All right. Well, duck season, as you said, is winding down. Also is the sandhill crane hunt. But I talked to some people this week that have harvested some sandhill cranes in West Tennessee, so they're here. And if you were lucky enough to get one of those permits, then get out there or a tag and get a sandhill crane. Now, that's something I'm going to put in for next year, because I think that would be awesome.
Did you hear that, folks? Because, sandhill crane, we always thinking about Chattanooga and over in that area. Mm-hmm. I've got a friend that I know, he drew a permit, and he got one.
Yep.
So
they're around that Halls area and all. We see them.
You do see them
quite often during the season.
Yeah, Northwest Tennessee. Yeah, we get quite a few reports, and like I said, I had a friend harvest one this week, so they're here.
Have you?
If you were lucky enough to get that tag, go.
It tastes like chicken.
They taste better than chicken.
Ribeye of the sky.
Ribeye of the sky. Awesome. I've heard that.
They are wonderful to eat.
Wow. Okay. All right. So what else?
Something else coming up is our light goose conservation season, which is February 15th through March 22nd.
Okay.
And that is different from our regular seasons because you can use unplugged shotguns, electronic calls.
Anything you want.
No daily bag limit, no possession limit.
Just
the only thing you do need is a free permit from us. Just go to our website, and you can download that, print it off, and have it on you in case you were asked for it. But that's the only thing that you need there.
And then, of course, also
you have to have a hunting license, but it can be from any state. So if you're over in Arkansas and you're listening to us, or Mississippi, if you have one of the licenses from one of those, just download the free permit from Tennessee and bring your license from that state and have at it.
And this is a comment period, and I really stress this on this show, as Amy knows and everything. If you got some gripes and or suggestions, and you just keep it to yourselves, you guys really look at every one of these comments, don't you?
We don't on Facebook and the phone calls. And that was one thing. I put the post on Facebook this week, and everybody's putting their comment or their suggestion or their gripe, as you said, on there. That is not the place for that to be submitted. Yes, That is not the place. And that's hard for people to understand, but we do welcome your comments. We want to hear from you, but please do that in the appropriate manner. You can find where you can send that on our website. You can find that on the Facebook page.
Yes.
But we ask for those to be mailed in, or the easiest thing is type your email and hit submit. It won't take 5 minutes.
5 minutes, and include your hunting season comments on the subject line, and it gives you the email when you send them in. I know I usually do that, and I don't know. Somebody reads them down the line, and
I've gotten marvelous responses before.
Yeah,
from some of us.
Yeah, because they want to hear.
And that sort of,
but not on. And Amy hit it on not on Facebook. Don't just ratting and raving.
That's what Facebook is.
I know that's what
You're
it is.
You're exactly right. I think that people would never say the things that they say when they're sitting behind the keyboard.
No.
But on the plus, when they do that on, say, one of Amy's posts, because people do that, more people at least see the post and are aware that they're looking for comments.
Yeah.
Well, that is a truth there. That's a good thing.
It is
silver linings.
It is what it is in social media and things along that line. But do make your comments. Let's see, it goes through Tuesday, February the 18th. So you have time here to share what's going on. And I know, Amy, what have you, we've talked about Mississippi just, we're CWD'd out. But I know that you stay in contact with Chuck.
Yes.
Chuck was on the show a couple of weeks ago. Chuck Yost, the CWD coordinator. We're still trying to line up the tag numbers. You have some numbers you said there that you.
I do. We still have a little over 800 still pending on samples.
Okay.
But so far this season, we've tested 14,055 deer across the state.
Wow.
12,234 have been in Region 1.
All right.
And the most updated number is 462 positives.
Okay.
All of those were Fayette or Hardeman except 20. And then, we added Chester has now moved to a positive county, and Haywood has moved to a positive county, and then Lauderdale has moved to a high risk.
And the positive county is where they are. I mean, that's where.
Yes.
And then,
like Shelby has had 5, Tipton has had 2, Haywood has had 5, Madison has had 7, Chester has had 1.
And I know this is for Chuck, and this is the time that they start formulating hunting seasons and things along that line. And there's no telling. I know Mississippi just threw in all of a sudden popped up with extra days.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see that coming for us, but because their season goes so long anyway, through most of January, if I'm not mistaken. But
well, we will be having some upcoming CWD meetings to give updates of where we were from this season and where we're going to go and our recommendations for the hunting season this fall. And I will let you know as soon as we get those established dates and locations, but we are looking at those. There'll be 1 or 2 bigger ones just to give you the updates. And then this fall, we will actually move again into those smaller counties.
Great.
Those outlying, I don't want to say smaller, but outlying counties, and we will talk about CWD in those.
Okay.
But, hey, I do want to mention one thing that has come up this week.
Uh-huh.
It's getting that time to get ready to buy your hunting and fishing license.
Yes.
For this year, and there is a scam alert out. There is a fraudulent page that has popped up.
I heard.
Google search, and yes, people are actually getting called in this, and
I saw that on TV.
So the only legitimate place to purchase hunting and fishing license is the GoOutdoorsTennessee.com.
That's
or go to your local store and buy your hunting and fishing license. That way your local stores actually make revenue off that. So go support local if you don't want to do it online.
And one thing, buy that lifetime license. Folks, if you turn an old age like mine, it sure has saved me since I bought my lifetime license.
Well, I'm sure, but I just can't bet on myself quite that strong.
Well, you got to have faith in
so,
that, okay?
So I'll just keep on paying that $100 and whatever a year.
Okay. Well, I reached that age.
I wish I had bought mine years ago, but I did buy my dad lifetime license a few years ago, and of course, my son has a lifetime.
I guarantee you that
Same
son's
here.
got one, and Bill is nodding his head. But, yeah, and we do have an extra day this year. February 29th is leap year. This is our leap year, so did you know that, Bill?
Yes, I seem to recall.
Yeah, we recalled and everything. So, but anyway, support your local stores. Go buy those. Amy, thank you, girl. We'll be talking to you anytime you got information. You know where to come to right here. Okay.
And we always share it.
That's right. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Thank you, girl. All right. Have a great one. All right. Thank you, Amy Snyder, Spencer Snyder. Whichever one, just Amy. Okay.
There you go.
Her and her husband, Bubba Spencer.
Great guy.
Yeah, great guy, Bubba. I want to work this in this segment about the 10-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And what does your job encompass?
Oh, good grief, Larry. That's 3 segments. But this year is the 10th anniversary of the BP oil spill. And, of course, all of my work is around the Gulf.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We were boots on the ground when it happened.
Right.
National Wildlife Federation and Vanishing Paradise, people for Anderson Cooper was in boats with our people. And same with Fox News and everybody else. We had people there that were experts right away.
So what's happened in 10 years on that?
Since then, obviously most people haven't even thought much about it in years. We're just now, though, starting to see some of the the positive things from the settlement are starting to occur.
Right. It was a big settlement, yeah.
It was a big settlement, and the Gulf Coast needed it anyway. And I don't know how to phrase that where it doesn't sound awful, but where we already had problems, it's going to benefit some of these diversions and different programs in Louisiana to build the Delta back up. A lot of work needs to be done, and this is at least giving us a head start.
Are we still losing?
It's
so much. You've always
they
told
redo
us
it every few years.
Okay.
The last one was a football field every 90 minutes.
Football field every 90 minutes.
But last year we actually, because of all the flooding, we had those incredible floods all last year. It was unprecedented.
Yeah.
Looks like we may have actually gained some ground, but that's a very temporary thing, and we don't want it gained.
You can't count on that.
Well, we don't want it.
No,
puts so much fresh water in the Gulf of Mexico. Like, you can't buy an oyster from the Gulf hardly this year. You go to New Orleans, you're getting oysters from Maryland.
Really?
The fresh water killed the oyster beds. There's too much of it. So, we're trying to we don't want that to occur, but we do need to replenish the sediment in the marsh. I mean, that's how God built it in the first place, and that's what we're trying to do. And the same can be said for Mobile Bay. Some of that money's going to help with some of their water flow issues, and they have some problems there. And some of the
and you're heading to New Orleans soon. No, you're going down.
I was in New Orleans last week, and I'll be in New Orleans again in 2 weeks. I was in the Everglades 2 weeks ago for a conference on the Everglades and some water flow issues there. So,
we're gonna spend 3 segments next month. Just tune in to Bill Cooksey next month. We have 3 segments.
We probably should think about a show with a few segments and get some people who really know their business.
I want to do that. You just perk me up there, just as long as I can remember. All right, let's take a break. Then we got to go back and no, we're not going to talk to him yet. We're going to go a little more Bassmaster Classic. We got a young man coming up with Austin Felix out of Minnesota. We're going to talk to him next on Outdoors with Larry Ray.